And we're live.
What's up? What's up? It's your girl G and King Demic here once again. Hardly romantic. Thanks for tuning in. We're here, we give relationship advice, but today we're giving our reaction to memes with JustinLaboy and Spiritual World on Instagram. They have these trending memes, so we're just gonna give our little 2 cents, our feedback, and our reaction on them. So tap in, comment, like, share, and let us know what you think. We'd like to hear your perspective as well. You ready?
You ready?
You ready? All right. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and start with the first one, which says, let's see, I can't see the screen. There we go. Some of you men ballin' because your kids ain't in your budget.
Yeah, that's facts. I mean, there's so many people out there. I remember a long time ago. I was like, what is it? Like probably like, man, I want to say like maybe like 10 years ago, 7 years ago, and I had went on like somewhere. I went somewhere, and I had sent the picture to my brother. He was like, I don't want to see no picture that's raw with you unless your daughter with you. You know what I'm saying? Da da da. It's not a stunt. So that's definitely true. I feel like so many people they afford the trip just for themselves, and then they go out, and then they their kids don't get that same experience that they live in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they want to go to Disney World too and all those type of things, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, you balling. And then the other thing is like I'll be looking at people and I'll be like, yo, how are you not balling? You don't have no kids, you don't have no child. So it's like I know all the money that I would save or have extra to spend if I didn't have to buy this and that for my daughter and
Yeah.
different things like that. So I feel like if you do not have a dependent, you should definitely be balling because the way that this life is set up, especially in America, so much money that any one person could make enough money for them and somebody else. That's how I look at it.
Facts. And I like how you always keep your daughter so fresh.
Yeah. She gotta be fresh because my clothes is whatever, but
Right.
but it's like I can't be walking around looking whatever and then she's like bummy. It would look crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's just like I said, like this is like what like.
Because she's
Like,
a direct
yo,
representation of
she
you.
gotta, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, you know what I mean. Especially like, let's say if your child didn't live with you, and then you go pick them up and you fly you and all this Gucci and all this stuff, and then you picking them up and they're not saying you're a kid. They don't need to be wearing nothing fancy,
Yeah.
but they can't be bummy at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go to the next meme. This one says, side niggas do the most. Now, why you gotta go add my nigga on Call of Duty and keep killing him?
He's actually helping you. He's killing them on Call of Duty and sending them back to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get off the game. You know what I mean? Go. Now he's all stressed out because he keep losing and you got to go and, like, calm him down. And, that's actually helping your relationship.
Is
feel
it
me?
really?
Yeah, he's probably trying to get you off his back where he's like, yo, I'm just the side dude and it's getting too close, you know what I'm saying? So, you need to go back to your mans. Let me go add him on Call of Duty, kill him.
Kill
you know what I
him.
mean? Go add him on whatever else and
It's
get rid of him.
childish.
And so he could go spend more time with you because you talking to me too much. I'm just the
What's
side.
happening? Oh gosh. Okay, so this one says, I love when I'm drunk. Just be floating around, smiling and shit. Can't even see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, that'd be me. I'd be literally just on cloud 10 when I'm drunk, just walking around the club, smiling, friendly. But that's dangerous because I'd be oblivious. I think everybody has good intentions and just be on cloud 9, floating around, smiling. That's horrible, but I love being drunk. He hates it.
No,
All right, so the next one says, stop forcing that man to be better and get you a better man.
what you think?
Man, well, yeah, trying to change somebody is never good. You could be trying to force somebody to be a better man for you, not necessarily better. You know, that's what people be trying to think. Just you're trying to make him into a better person for you, when that's just not the person that's for you. There's plenty of people out here in this world, and there's somebody that's more compatible for you. So stop trying to change him. He's probably perfect for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Just find a person that's better for you.
Ooh, perfect for somebody else. That's a good. You need to write that. That needs to be a poem. For real. You know what I mean? I know you be writing the poems and stuff. That need to be a poem. Perfect for somebody else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's true.
That's such a deep thought, you know what I mean? Because life is such a jigsaw, and one thing that doesn't fit, this place is perfect for something else, you know what I'm saying?
Right, like me. I'm a kiss kitty. I love to kiss. And I haven't annoyed him at all, so he loves my kisses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else will be like, get off of me, right? Yeah. But anyway, let's see. What's next? Let's go here. So the next meme says, I'm only trying to spend $5 from now till December 31st, so don't invite me anywhere. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, that's me. I'm trying to only spend, I don't know, man. I don't even know, like I look at my bank thing. I looked at it this morning, and I'm like, yo, how is it possible? Like, I haven't done nothing. I've curbed all spending in September. I mean, not really, but kind of, and it's still crazy. So I'm just like, no invitations until freaking February, March.
Yeah, February, you pushed it back, not even December, February, March. Damn. Okay, so let's see. DoorDash man just handed me my food chewing. I said, what the hell you eating? That was always a scary thought. Like a stranger bringing you food. Like, what if they're a college student? You know, not even really eating.
How many people you think, honestly, been in your food?
That's crazy, because I think.
No, I'm saying no. That's a real question.
I feel like one for sure.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I feel like it was one for sure.
Yeah.
It was a little.
Yesterday, we ordered a box of pizza. And the little sticker that comes like on it was a little
torn?
lifted. It was like not torn, but it was like almost like maybe they ain't put it on right.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it was, like, but it wasn't there. So it's like you don't know if somebody was. I mean, but you know, the pizza was whole. At that point, you're just thinking like, are they tampering with the food? Like, are they upset and licking the pizza before they send it to you?
But you think about like, we was a broke college student. I don't know if you was, but I was. Eating ramen noodles in dorms. If you had the opportunity, you didn't have nothing to eat, and you in the car taking somebody in their chicken sandwich, or you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't grab a fryer too every time you deliver something.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. But I'm not thinking about the regular people that do it. I'm thinking about the people that are a little off, and they get to do that because they're not really like all the way there, and those people kind of are the ones where I feel like they might get off and get a little excitement from tampering with your food. Yeah,
it's weird people in this world for sure. Yeah. Okay, this one says, what the fuck are you supposed to do when people are singing happy birthday to you?
Yeah, so you're just like sitting there waiting for it to be over, trying to feel like, I appreciate it.
For one, I just sing along. I'd be like, happy birthday to me.
Okay.
It's awkward though. It's always awkward.
It's awkward to sing along. I'll tell you that much.
No, it's like, not.
I might stop singing. Like, okay, you got it. You might as well.
Whatever. Okay, let's see. The next one says, you cannot worship Jesus and smoke weed. There are people that feel like that for real.
I mean, does that go for everything? Does that go for weed,
alcohol,
heroin,
Yeah. You cannot worship Jesus and do drugs.
No?
You tell me.
No, I'm asking. Like, you be in the church. I don't be in church, so, you know. I'm trying to understand what's going on in there. Like, you feel me? Like,
Did you just denounce Jesus?
No,
Is that what you just did?
I just said I don't physically be in church, and I know you. That's a thing that you. I mean, like, you know, some people like I never ever had a thought like, yo, that's my church or that's my pastor or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that couldn't. I don't. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I'm just asking, what's it like? So if somebody is like, they go and they smell like weed and they walk into the church. Are you guys judging them? Aren't you supposed to
I
accept
mean, not
everybody?
me, but church folks, they definitely judge you.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. For
I don't know
sure.
about
They
that.
judge you. Everybody in church judges. That's what people in church do. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. If you single, stay single. I'm out here apologizing for falling asleep early last night.
Yeah, people do be doing too much, you know what I'm saying? Got you apologizing for all types of things like that. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't do that, right, baby?
nah.
I'm
Actually,
the wrong.
nah, but y'all, you do, actually. Because y'all kept calling me the other day when I went to the show.
That was
and-
not me. That was
and-
BB.
and whatever.
That was
whoever.
BB.
I don't
She
care who
had
it
my
was. I'm
phone.
like, yo,
That
what's
was
going
not
on?
me.
Can I sit here and have a little conversation with
That
you
wasn't
know?
me. You know, I wasn't on the phone when you answered.
The energy go through you to whoever that you
No.
with. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna call. I said no, don't call him again. She said, I'm calling him.
She shut up.
Okay, so let's do this one. Let's see. This one says, I love when a man let me ride with him. Yeah, take me everywhere you be so I know where to pop up at.
Alright, so that's funny. There's two aspects there. So do you, let's say you dealing with somebody, right? Are they supposed to let you know if they got beef? Do you like that? Do you want the beef? And like, so like they driving around, they got you, they busting moves, they might be selling weed out the car, all that type of stuff. They pulling up here, pulling up there, waiting in the car real quick. You in some neighborhood you don't even know, but you in the car and people walking by and looking at you, and they might know the car. They know the person you with better than you. They don't even know, you know. Say you don't know, like they might be having, yo, dude is over here, yo, like da da da.
Oh man, yeah, I am so happy I'm out of that lifestyle. That's the scariest thing, to be like with somebody that's in the streets, because you never know. You're always watching your back. Like, that's scary. Remember the other day you was driving and it was a black SUV that was like, I feel like they was about to pull up as soon as we get to the stop sign.
No.
And my heart just raced, and I was like, wait, I'm not in that lifestyle anymore. I'm good.
Yeah, so but I mean, what is it like? Is that not? Because to me, that would be like, if I didn't deal with chicks that do certain things, and I'm just like, I can't really trust you. Like, I can't trust them. So I can't rock with them because I don't trust the moves or the judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I feel like the whoever you with, like, you gotta kind of trust that they make, because you're claiming them, so they have to be able to make sound decisions. You know what I mean? That ain't dumb. That ain't gonna get everybody caught up. So it's
Yeah.
like, I just feel like, how much is that a factor when dealing with somebody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And does that change as you get older, or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a concern at all at 20?
When you're 20?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Like,
Oh
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
it wasn't a concern. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's just like, whatever, okay. We shooting who up? Yeah, get him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but definitely was immature thoughts back then. I grew up.
Yeah, I just always think like my whole. It's just I remember it was a thing for us, like, you know, just amongst men, where it's just like, yo, if you somebody come rocking with you or rolling with you, you gotta let them know, like, yo, I got problems over here, I got this over here. So you know, we about to go over there. Oh, if you're going to a party, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, who party is this? Oh, da da da. And you know, this person might be there, so at least they know, like, you might still go with them, like, yo, okay, I got your back if anything pop off. But walking into an ambush situation and then later finding out you knew you had beef
And you didn't tell me, yeah.
and you ain't tell me nothing, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one says, ain't no doubling back. You're not even my type no more. Facts. Yeah,
I
like
guess
for
that's what we were
me,
just talking about.
yeah, like when I'm done with somebody, that's it. Because I'll give them as many chances as I can until I'm completely done. So I'll stay with that person,
Mm-hmm.
and then slowly it'll be like, you know what? Once I say I'm done, that's it.
Right.
Ain't no going back. Because I done exhausted every opportunity I was gonna give you while we were in this relationship.
All right.
So if I move on, I'm done. You're not even my type no more.
Yeah, how does type change?
I guess, because when you date somebody, it's certain characteristics about them that you like, and then there's some that you don't like. You might not have realized something that they didn't have is something that you need.
Right.
So now, since they no longer, they're no longer your type, because now your type includes that thing that they didn't have that now you need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like reading. I didn't realize I needed somebody that can read.
That can read?
That's so important.
What you mean, like people that read books with you? Like
No, I'm
book
just
club?
saying, like I dated somebody that couldn't read, and I didn't know they couldn't read, and I didn't know that I should have set that expectation because I just thought it came with.
How do you? But so how is that a problem though?
Well, one, texting. You can't really text unless you voice text, and he didn't even know how to do that. So it's like communicating through text was impossible.
I mean, but what else? Like, how does that pop up? It's just that's what I mean. Like, is that really an issue, a problem?
Yeah, I think you don't realize how much a person like reading is a part of your life. Whether it's like instructions or like something, it's just like you can't understand this. It's like it was crazy. Okay, let's see what's next. It's officially rub her booty and watch scary movies season. Ooh, I don't watch scary movies though. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Nothing hurts more than seeing a woman you love move on and be happy with the next man because you took her for granted.
See, I'm not with that. All that took like all this like. I hate these memes.
What do you mean?
I do. I hate them. I hate them. I hate the whole like, oh, I was perfect and you didn't. And the whole time it's like, yo, like, no, nobody was taking you for granted. You wasn't worth nothing to nobody. And there's no, like, what are you talking about? Like a lot of times when that other meme goes for that, where it's like, ain't no doubling back. You're not even my type no more is what the one person's saying. And on the other side, the other person's saying this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, no, it doesn't go. It's not that both things is not a go. Like, that's what I just don't. I'm not really with those that
I think a lot of times people take other people for granted, and it's like one of those things you don't know what you got until they're gone.
I've never ever felt like I've seen a situation where someone was taken for granted, and all of a sudden it's like they're like this big missing piece.
Yeah,
I've never seen that. Like what missing piece? Like you was cool to have around, but like what? Like I don't see.
Damn, you cold.
No, I'm just saying like that goes for. I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about friends, everything.
Yeah.
Did nobody this is like this goes back to the self-love thing that I hate so much, where it's like people are way too overly thinking that that it's just like they think that they make such a big difference and impact in people's lives, and it's like I don't feel like I'm there to make an impact and a change like that. I'm there to enjoy time,
right?
And and do what I'm supposed to do in that role. But as far as thinking like, oh, I was the best person ever, and now you know what it's like to be without me. It's like, yo, this is life. Like, you was fine before them, and you'll be fine after them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, so let's see. Someone tweeted, men don't have a sense of urgency when dealing with me. That's why I enjoy myself. I'll always prioritize me. And then someone responded, girl, he will text back after the game. Relax.
Right.
So
Let
that
me see.
goes into...
Men don't have a sense of urgency when dealing with me. That's why I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. Prioritizing me, like
self-love.
Like, it's just like, okay, if you're a loser if you gotta prioritize yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like that means that nobody else got you as a priority. Like nobody in life. Like there's nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's one of those things like, girls be over exaggerating and overthinking things if the guy's not answering his phone. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna just do me. I'm gonna put me first from now on and just jump in She says talking about a sense of urgency. Like, girl, chill, relax. He's just watching the game.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, I'm not a priority. The game is your priority. Like, yo, can I enjoy the game without you feeling like this thing is more important? Of course, it's not more important to you. It's just something that I want to enjoy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. This one says, women's intuition tells them everything except where to curb at when they're driving.
Oh yeah. I seen you run into a curb. 2 second style too. Yeah. It was the first
of
thing.
all, I don't know what
It
that
ran over the curb, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you ain't see that curb there? You literally pulled up next to the curb.
That was
because it was a curb, and then ran over it when you was leaving. Like, yo, don't you remember like why you even parked along? Anyway.
Is the relationship over once the police get called?
Nah. Now the relationship is lit.
What?
You know
Toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic.
I mean, okay. So let's say it like this. You know, you had the what's that girl name that went missing?
Gabby Petito.
Petito, right?
Yeah.
Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie.
Kareem said I look like I can't drive.
Oh, she definitely can't drive. Yo, I see, yo, listen, I don't even listen. I don't, yo.
And he said
this why she need a Tesla, because the Tesla gonna drive for you, and then you know,
I'm
and then
a
you
crash
don't have to
just
think.
like you in that Tesla.
But oh yeah, so you seen how Brian Laundrie, like, their relationship was whatever, and they went on a van relationship, and it looked all perfect on Instagram, and they were vlogging and keeping up day to day, and today we're eating muffins for breakfast that we found at this little cute cafe up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere that was by a river, and you know, they making it look all good, and then behind the scenes they hate each other. And the thing is, like, wait, put the meme back up real quick.
Okay.
I just want to say, like,
yeah.
So, okay, boom, because I had lost my train of thought, because that case is so wild. So as we know, like, when they hit Utah, the police got called, right? Mm-hmm. Because they got stopped by the side of the road, and you know, it was like they was on the thing, and it was actually 2 cops, because another cop said that she got called for the dude had like slapped her up or something, you know what I mean? And she told him, like, she told her, like, yo, I think your relationship is toxic. Yeah. You should consider leaving this, and this might be the opportunity for you to go on a different path. You know what I mean? Because you always want to give people multiple chances. You know what I mean? Like, because it's so hard. Once you love somebody, it's so hard to move away from them, even when they're wilding. So it's like, this is something that you have to consider, that once the police get called, if she would have took advice to this meme right here, I mean, this ain't even advice, but if she would have watched something like this, once the police got called on them in Utah, she would have broke up that relationship, and she might still be alive right now. I mean, we don't know if she's dead, but I'm just saying, like, so, you know, that's how serious you could get once the police get called. You know what I mean? I've seen other things where, you know, one of my friends, you know what I mean, like, he had a lot of problems with his baby mother, like, back in the day, and then you know, like, the police got called multiple times, and you know, that ended up being a situation where the girl and the new guy that she was with was murdered. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they stayed in contact and in touch. Of course, it's hard to break up contact when you have kids. So, you know, but once the police is called into a relationship, 9 times out of 10 it could end fatal. So once the police are called for something, you kind of have to just bow out.
Kareem said it's only when it gets physical or someone is called out their name is the relationship over. And then he also said, after 3 toxic relationships, I'm out on the first sign of toxic. So he been in 3 toxic relationships. I can't even say nothing. Me too.
Wait.
The cops was called twice.
Wait. After 3 toxic relationships.
He said he was in 3 toxic. After 3 toxic relationships.
And you know, and he's right, because I've seen him move differently.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've actually seen it where he's like, yo, after like he, you know, when I met him, he was in a relationship with a chick that I felt like we all felt was toxic. And he got away from that, and then I know now he has like a zero tolerance policy with any woman who's not coming with the right energy for the relationship.
Yeah. I feel you. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely, like, in 2 relationships, the cop was called for me, and after the cops was called, the relationship was over.
For real?
Yeah.
So once the cops called?
It just so happened that was what broke us up. It wasn't necessarily just like the cops was called, it's done, that's the reason. But it was just because of, you know, how everything transpired.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. There's a story behind why the cops was
Yeah.
called. It's not just like, oh, the cops showed up.
Called, yeah, you call the cops on me?
Yeah. Do you call the cops on somebody?
Have
A lot of no, I'm telling you, would you though?
I probably wouldn't, because if I didn't, with all the situations I was in, I probably wouldn't.
Okay, because I was saying like one of the things is why.
Why wouldn't I call the
Yeah,
cops?
why don't you call the cops when
I don't know. I was
if
just
somebody,
raised to never call the cops.
Okay, so that's just in general. You're not calling the cops for anything.
Not for not.
I mean, just for anything.
I mean, I think to save someone else's life, you know.
Yeah, I'm saying
Like
anything,
that.
anything regarding yourself.
No, I probably don't. I can't see a situation where I would feel like by the time the cops get there, it's probably gonna be finished. You know, cops don't be coming that quickly. The cops were called on 2Gs. No, they weren't called on me. They were called on them, and I didn't call them.
So wait, so they never called the cops on you?
No, why would anybody call the cops on me? No, remember the last time? The last time we was in a hotel, and he was breaking everything in the hotel. So the people in the hotel was calling the cops. I definitely was.
The people in the hotel called the cops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's tough.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're saying what? No, don't.
Huh?
No, he's a good guy.
No.
Oh.
I was the one running down the hallway screaming help.
Oh, y'all doing too much, man. What's going on? Why it gotta be like that? I don't understand. I'm not doing all that. Y'all care a lot.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. I'm making sure my daughter travels a lot, so when she's older, she won't be impressed by a weekend in Miami with your dusty son.
It sounds like she's impressed by a weekend in Miami.
No.
You know what I mean? And there's different weekends in Miami too. You know what I'm saying? So even if she taking her daughter out and traveling, whatever, you already know, like there's different levels to the travel. You know what I'm saying? So if they going to Miami and staying on freaking in Little Haiti at some little roach motel just to say they did it, you know what I'm saying? It's still not going to be the same as when they come later and then it's like, oh, it's staying at the crazy, you know what I mean, ocean resort, 4 Seasons or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So unless she talking like that, you know what I mean? Still, your daughter gonna be like, damn, we never did it like this when I was young. Like, we came out here, but you know what I mean? So all that dusty son, she sound dusty herself. Wait, hold on, is that a dude? Oh, okay, he sound dusty. You know what I'm saying? Cause even thinking like that is dust. That's a dusty thought.
He said, just make sure her daughter foot bottom not tough.
Yeah, the foot bottom.
Silly.
Yeah,
but I feel like that's how you raise your daughter, to not, you know what I'm saying? To not be impressed by anything, any little thing.
I mean, kind of, but that's not really, I mean, that's just a byproduct, you know what I'm saying? That's not really why I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like I do it so she could actually have the you know, the experience of that, but not because of somebody's dusty son. It's just like, I just want her to have a level of class, so it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, it's just knowledge, experience is knowledge. So it's like wherever she goes, I don't want her to feel like she has to stay one place and be afraid. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's kind of like that.
Okay, this is a DM. The guy asks, how old are you? She says 26. He says, I'm 22. I hope you single. She said, I am not. LOL. He says, then why the f you answering DMs?
That's the point. Facts. He got her already. He got her. I mean, he ain't saying the right words right there, but she's already got look, that's a real inviting conversation, a real inviting response. You know what I mean? Like, most chicks, if you hit them like that with the how old are you, first of all, women don't even want to tell their age. So for her just to instantly just come through with the more information, it's kind of crazy. I feel like, she would really say something like, "How old are you?" It would be like, at the most, it would be why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the 26 is almost like 20. Like, who are you? Why are you asking me my age? Like what do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's none of that. It's just like, it's just almost like she's answering, then going back to look at his page. You know what I'm saying?
Kareem says next question should be, do you cheat?
Yeah. I mean,
Facts. Because she probably be ready to be down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he already got her, and then
Yeah.
he just ain't say the next bar is checking her instead of just being like, oh, okay, like, all right, do you cheat? I mean, or what your man got to do with me?
I got a man.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Yeah, so
Maturing is realizing every fine woman is not worth your time and attention.
That's true.
Amen.
Yeah. Real Lathan. Pat shout to Real Lathan for coming through with the gym.
So how do you feel about this? Ghosting people is cruel AF. It's emotionally abusive, disrespectful, and cowardly.
You have to ghost people. You should ghost people. People need to be ghosted. And it's just not your responsibility to talk everybody through their emotional problems. You know what I mean? Like, once you meet somebody, the sky's the limit. And then what happens is you start to realize why other people don't want to deal with them or whatever else. You know what I mean? Because you don't know nothing about nobody. You seen what that DM was. That DM was, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? So you don't know nothing. And then this is the thing. So there's no guarantee that somebody has to be tied in to rocking with you once they realize, like, this isn't the path I want to go down.
I think ghosting people is pretty cruel. I feel like without an explanation or, a reason, you just up and, on their side, they thinking everything might be okay, and then you just disappeared. It's cruel because sometimes people need answers to be able to move on.
I said it's not my responsibility. Listen, if somebody has a situation where, like, they're completely out of pocket as a person, they need to look at themselves and be like, yo, why I keep getting ghosted? Because obviously, as people find out who you are, like, that's enough of the information right there that you need. Like, yo, find out who you are, and they're like, oh, nah, like, I can't, nah. You know what I'm saying?
So you're a serial ghoster.
I'm gonna ghost. I mean, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
What is wrong with Kareem? He said, well, tell my dad he's disrespectful as well. Yo, you hilarious.
Yo, Reem always talking about his pops. I met his pops.
For real?
Yeah, I met his pops.
He said, let's see. Okay, so this one reads, the truth is you're being used. They keep coming around because you keep allowing them in your life. People are not turning down opportunities, especially an opportunity that will benefit them. You are the fountain that keeps on giving. You got to learn to cut the water off. Yeah,
and this is exactly why you shouldn't ghost. I mean, you should ghost. Because when you don't ghost, a master manipulator is going to take every extra opportunity of you reaching out to them as another opportunity to, sink you deeper into the web. And the only thing that happens from more communication and more talking and more whatever is it gets harder. Like, I remember, it only gets harder to leave somebody. It doesn't get easier over time. You know what I'm saying?
Disagree.
No, it definitely gets harder. Like, that's the point. So, like, if you've been in a relationship 3 years and you want to leave, but if you by the time you 10 years deep, you're like, yeah, but we've been together 10 years. I don't know if I want to just throw that away, because you're never 100% sure.
So, yeah. All right, we'll do a couple more of these, and then call it a night.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. This one says, I text my dad a question, and then it says my dad after. So I guess the phone rings.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about texting someone and then they calling you right after?
I mean, you know who's gonna do that. That means that they like to talk to you, though. They want to talk to you. And then sometimes it's just like, yo, like, you know, it depends on what you asking. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sometimes it's easier to deal with it over the phone. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my hands is tied up. I'm driving, whatever. Like, what's the deal? Like, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it doesn't bother you?
Does it bother me? It depends. Like I said, I feel like it's very closed off to be like that, though. Like, dad is so hyped it up and happy to answer your question that he's going out of his way to call you.
What about a homeboy or homegirl? What about a friend?
What?
How if you text a friend and then as soon as you text them, they call you? It doesn't bother you?
No, I'm just saying that means that that person, that's love.
Oh, okay.
They're showing love. That's like what I mean.
Okay, so this one reads, your boyfriend's baby mother needs a blood transfusion, but you're her only match. You agree to give blood or not?
Wait, this is...
So it would be, I guess it would be me asking if your daughter's mom, and of course I would give blood.
Right. You agree to give blood.
Because I think your daughter...
I mean, yeah, I feel like, I mean, even though on the flip side, like, you know what I mean, when you talk about saving people's lives and stuff, that's always a goal.
Facts.
I'm not really trying to give blood, though, because, you know, I just ain't trying to go through all that. But, you know, if it's saving somebody's life, that's different.
If your spouse passes away, how soon is too soon to start dating?
If your spouse passes away.
So it's like Nipsey and what's her name?
North London.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Like, okay, you made it so that they can understand. Because sometimes, you know, these memes, you got to bring them to life with people's names. It ain't that we care about the celebrities or whatever, but sometimes, you know what I mean? We just bring it to life with, you know, this person or that person's name. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I just, I don't know though. I feel like it depends. Like when we was young, we was taught that you say I do one time and you never divorce and whatever. And as you get older, you see marriage is not really that. You know what I'm saying? So if you really have one soulmate and one person that you rocking with, you should never date again. You know what I'm saying? But life isn't really that. It's not that fairy tale that they really told us about. So it's kind of like you have to and you're expected to move on. I think that the person that's dating you is more about them. Like, they have to almost take that into consideration and not leave it on you, because you're gonna do whatever, but really at the end of the day, it's gonna be them that's left with the short end of the stick, because maybe you can't really fully love somebody else yet. Maybe, you know, you don't know. So like, let's say for a year later you start to date after your spouse is gone, and then like 3 months in a date, you're like, I can't do this. The person that was falling in love with you, it's their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the ones that's, so you know.
I think I'm gonna say 10 years. I say 10 years.
10?
Yeah.
10 years is like a lifetime.
Yeah.
That's like a life.
Exactly.
So you might as well not date again.
Okay.
Like,
I'm okay with either.
So if you're
I wouldn't, if I'm married and my husband dies, I can't see myself moving on, honestly.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. I do.
No, I don't know if that's, I don't think you're really like doing a deep dive into that thought.
I did.
Nah, I think it sounds good. I don't think that you're doing that like, I mean, like, whatever. It depends on how they die too. Like, if they die trying to save you or something.
I
or
don't
like,
see
let's
myself
say like
moving
all
on,
the
but
women.
if I do, I feel like 10 years would be it would be the least, the least. I mean,
I mean,
more
by
than
10 years, you're not even the same. Like, you're not even.
Exactly. So I feel
Not
like
even. It's,
a whole
you're not even
lifetime
in the
would have
game
passed,
no more.
and I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
So if your spouse died at 50,
Then I might as. Why am I moving on at 50? That's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. You're gonna wait 10 years. You're gonna be sitting
If
down.
I move on, it would be like 60, 65. Like I can't date one. That's too crazy to me. I can't even picture it. And for me to let you move, I'm gonna haunt you if I die.
You will not haunt me. I will burn the shit out of some sage.
Kareem said, "Let me have my life for the night." I'm telling the truth.
Wait, he said what?
He said, "Let her have her life."
Oh, let her have her life. Yeah.
Nah, I'm
soon as she passed, sage burning daily. Ain't no spirits coming nowhere.
Oh damn!
You're gonna sage everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Good and bad spirits gone. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you something about sage. Right? You believe that sage is real, like that it works?
I don't know what to believe.
So basically you're saying I don't want to go on record as okay, I get it. I thought because some people, they're into all the sage and the magic and things like that, and they say that it's real, the folklore.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know how.
I know
true
it dates back to, I was always into all those witchcraft and vampire movies. I know it dates back to witchcraft back in the day, like when it first originated. That's when the witches are casting a spell, they would burn sage to remove any spirits before they started their spell. That's where it originated from back in the day.
So what's the recent surge in popularity?
Everything be trending. People think that, just for the whole self-care thing, when you're trying to get rid of, change your mood and get into a better mindset, mind space and all this stuff, they brought sage into the mix.
Okay, so something that basically went like, you have so much bad luck in life, it's probably like bad spirits, you need to get them away here.
He said it sounds like I work obia. Kareem said it sounds like I work obia.
Wait, does he burn sage?
Do you burn sage? Now I know a lot of people that burn sage, and I actually just read an article about sage helping with Alzheimer's. So I'm not,
Well, so why don't you burn sage? Have you ever burned sage?
I don't want no parts of anything that deal with bringing or sending spirits.
I mean, isn't that what church and religion is? Like, isn't that dealing with like praying to spirits and?
I don't pray to spirits.
No, I'm just saying, but I thought because I feel like.
Oh, you mean okay? So some people do welcome the Holy Ghost.
Yeah,
right.
All that type of
that's
stuff.
not what I do. I just pray to God. And I know some people, not knocking anybody's religion on record, but they welcome the Holy Ghost, which is God to them, to people. And but you can relate the two, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know, and I can't really give my opinion on it too much. I just asked somebody if they did voodoo, and they got upset at me.
Would you get upset if I asked you if you?
No,
no. You didn't just get upset.
If I was Haitian, it's a legitimate question.
Is it?
If you're Haitian and you have an altar in your room with candles and sage, it's a legitimate question to ask you if you practice voodoo as a religion.
Yeah.
Because it's a religion in Haiti.
Right.
What's your thoughts, babe?
On what?
On burning sage.
Burning sage?
Yeah,
I don't do it. I don't think none of that is like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like I look at that as the same way I look at a bunch of other, like, I just don't take parts. You know what I mean? I'm not educated enough on it as to what it actually is. Like they say, we have all these universes and parallel realities, and I guess maybe that they think that those particles help you tap into all of that. So I think if I was to be interested in tapping into all of that, I would really start delving deep into like quantum physics and things like that. I would learn Sage and you know all that type of stuff, and then I would also learn quantum physics if I was really passionate about that. But I feel like the people that do things like burn sage and stay in that realm, they don't try to learn about anything else, and they kind of are susceptible to all the same types of scams and things all across the board, where they're always looking for, instead of doing things the right way, they're looking for hacks to life that is like an easy come up and an easy way to get something done that's very hard. And that those people that are looking for those easy way outs are you know, and that doesn't go for everybody, of course, but that's primarily who I see dealing with sage burning and all those other
yeah, I think
things.
people are sometimes just looking for an answer, and it comes in different forms. So it's like, just like prayer, it's the same thing. I just don't want to use anything that was connected to witchcraft, because that's just, I guess I believe in it in a sense, to where I know these things can be real, and I don't want to touch it because I could touch it and it backfires on me and all the, I don't know. I heard stories, okay?
What stories? We're interested. We want to know. 'Cause I ain't heard no stories.
I heard one particular family member of mine almost practiced voodoo. She was a drug dealer, and she went to the voodoo doctor for a protection spell.
Okay.
And so what the voodoo doctor would do is take her money and tell her to bring like this kind of bone, like a chicken bone, and something, and blood, all this stuff, and then they would grant her protection for the month of August. So like if she goes and sells drugs, then she would be protected. But the thing is, once that protection spell is over, once that month is over, you gotta do it again and keep renewing it, because as soon as you stop paying, then all the bad stuff comes. He says snitching at his finest.
Oh, for real?
Listen, she already did her time, so it's not snitching.
Snitching.
But yeah, so, you know, but then once she realized that how it went, and somebody that she knew did the same process but stopped paying, and then they ended up locked up the next day after they stopped paying, she decided to not get involved in it.
Yeah,
so
for you.
that's just one example.
I could see that. You know what I mean? I see Reem. So he's in the comments, and he says it's just to clear the mind.
That's about the sage. So he burns sages. He said he burns sages.
Yeah. So he also say he's defending the search. So I'm offending him right now.
He said, and frankincense and bridges. I don't even, what's bridges? I don't even know what that is. He says, just to clear your minds and an environment of negative vibrations. He says, just like incense.
I can see, listen, man. Like I said, there's a lot of things that line up, and I feel like all the things that line up in a certain thing, and it's like all the people that was like when they was doing the blessing rooms and stuff, right? The pyramid thing, the blessing rooms where you get in 50 people, or you bring 3 friends, and then you get paid out at the end. I feel like all of that is the same people. Like they're all the same. They're all in the same what?
Nah, I'm not listening to you.
Oh, listen to me. Nah, yeah. I think it's just the same people.
You're saying a follower of a pyramid scheme?
Yeah. Because like I said, it's like you're predisposed and susceptible to scams because you're looking for the easy way out, and when there's no easy ways, and then like.
So deal with your problems.
Yeah,
Don't
so
burn
like,
sage it away.
So like, let me tell you what it is. I feel about life. Life isn't. You see other people do things that look easy, right? But it's just like life is such a like a thing where so many things are connected. You know what I mean? It's such a Rubik's cube that you have to literally have everything in order to get the Rubik's cube solved at the end. You know what I mean? So too many people are have a Rubik's cube that's not complete or not even near complete, and they're looking for the one turn that's gonna have all the reds on one side, all the blues on one side, all the yellows on one side, right?
Yeah.
And there's no turn that's gonna do that. But you see other people with that turn, but they get that turn when they're like they've been living in accordance to getting the Rubik's cube.
Making every
You know
move.
what I'm saying? Yeah, in every move, and you got too many people trying to jump moves, and I feel like those things are those people that try to jump too many moves, so they don't live. And of course, this is not directed to Reem at all, but like this is just what I see most of the time. This is not everybody who deals with a blessing loom or everybody who deals with sage or whatever. But what's happening is that they don't really they don't really take like the fact that your life is going to be a reflection of how you live daily, right? So when you see somebody who's jacked up in the gym, what do we say? They work out. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way around it. It's working out every day that gets you like that. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody who's like overweight, you say what do you think they do? Like, okay, they must be inactive, or they must be like overeat. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do every day is where you would end up being. And I think that is too hard for people. That discipline is too much for them. And so instead of being disciplined, what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn this sage, or I'm going to do this thing where it's like, if I just tell 3 people to come in, I could get $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like they're looking for these things because it's just the discipline is too much to stay on a straight path for as long as you need to stay in order to get towards the end of solving the Rubik's Cube.
Gotcha. So Kareem said, first he said, nigga, I grew up from 5%ers and Rastas. It's just like a practice of cleansing. And you better not be cooking bacon in the penthouse talking that shit.
But listen. Me and Reem, though, we've had, me and Reem, we grew up, he grew up around Rastas, you know what I'm saying? I grew up around enough of all of that type of stuff myself, coming from, you know what I mean? My whole family, everybody is tied into, and even like religion, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is Rastafarian, but we've had conversations where we question like all religions, including Rastafarian and stuff, like where it's just like, do we, at one point you follow the words of all the great Rastas out here, Selassie, and then you start to, you start to take it in, Bob Marley, even and then as you get older, you start to see what's real and what's like, okay, this person was a lost child just like me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like we've been there, you know what I mean?
If someone enters my home before and after I burn sage to remove any negative vibes that may have.
Listen, if I enter your home, I'm bringing positive vibes. So if you burn the sage and you remove the positivity that I just brought, you're bugging, okay?
And that's the thing, because you are, even when you burn sage, and this is what I had read up on it, it's not just removing negative spirits or energies, it's removing all spirits and energies. So the good ones, there's good spirits, and the bad ones. And I feel like that environment makes it more susceptible for the negative.
Can somebody define to me what's
only the negative, if there is any.
What's a spirit?
That's not what I read. Huh?
What's a spirit?
Well, it is who we are despite the body. It is what makes up humans. It's inside of us.
Okay, so a spirit is a dead human.
Huh?
A spirit, by definition, is a dead human. Is that what you're saying?
It's alive.
Huh?
What do you mean? It's alive. But yeah,
wait, no. It's a physically dead body.
It's a prime source of energy. Okay, I can go with that. But it's life. It's if it's a dead human, it enters the dead human and brings it to life. It's a spirit.
Yeah.
So you cannot see it. You cannot feel it. It is invisible. It doesn't have any atoms. It's not scientifically, it's not scientifically proven.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just when I see certain things, I'm just always like, yeah, I'm not really moving with that. Like I'm not rocking because I just feel like everything else that's connected to it isn't the way. If everything else isn't that's connected to something isn't the way for me, then I feel like I'm just not rocking with it. So like for instance, if I see a blessing loan, right? So like okay, so just like on the internet, everything is combined and webbed up, right? So in the web, there's clusters. So once you start going into areas of the internet, there's other things that come with it, other information that comes with it. So like, let's say if you go to Facebook and you watch some stuff on Trump, right? What else is gonna come with stuff that when you see Trump? The next thing is you're gonna see like information on Republicans. You're gonna see information on I think what was it called QAnon or them dudes that are extremists, right? And you're gonna see that if you look up for information on anything you see where you look up for like information, it comes with a bunch of stuff that's attached to it, and I don't like none of this thing. So it's like if I don't like Republicans, if I don't like this, if I don't like that, if I don't like Trump, then I really don't want to interact with anything that's in that web because it's gonna drag me in. Understood. And so when I see things like Sage, everything that's caught up that's connected to that sector of information in life, I don't rock with none of it. And so like, I don't see like, I don't even see the most intelligent people I know, but like burning Sage and things like that. So it's like, how could I feel like that's a viable source of what I need to be doing? And that's kind of how I vet everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? Not to say like burning sage isn't the way. It might be, it could be, but I just don't like what else is attached to, and because of that, I don't interact with it.
Yeah, I just feel like it's trending, and that's why.
Yeah, because I feel like sage goes into the realm of horoscopes.
He said,
Reading,
damn, this nigga just said me.
palm reading.
Reading
palms.
He said, did this nigga just say me? I'm not intelligent?
No, I didn't say
That's
that.
not what he meant.
I didn't say that. Like I said, this is not for everybody. I mean, I know that I know you well enough to know that you don't attach to a lot of those other things. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, I don't like what it's attached to. The majority of the people that I see rocking with burning sage or doing those type of things, or reading palms, or like reading horoscopes and being and having their whole life depend on what the horoscope said, are not people that I look to for any type of intelligent conversation. So it's just like, because of that, that's why I said I don't attach to it.
So the people that you personally know.
Yeah, like when I see that whole sector of information, that whole cluster. It's like, so like if I go right now and I type in sage on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know how YouTube starts feeding you videos on your homepage based on what it is that you think? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm boring her. She don't want to hear this. No. You know what I'm saying? So as they start feeding you stuff on the homepage, then it's like they're gonna feed you other information that's attached to it. And you start to go down that rabbit hole. So I'm not even rocking with that. It's a rabbit hole to me. You know what I mean? It's a gateway. Yeah. To other things, and I don't like none of the things that it's a gateway to. So what I do is like I look at things that are a gateway to the things I want. You know what I mean? And it's just about in life, we try to make the best decisions, and we try to do what's best to live a long, healthy, fulfilled life. And like I said, I just don't see any of the things. When I look at things, I immediately say, what's attached to this? Who is attached to this? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of people rock with this? And when I look at Sage, I don't see the top of the people that I want to be like rocking with it, so I don't rock with it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes for, all types of things. I don't just go for that. You know what I mean? We've unfollowed all types of things. Like, I unfollow pages because I don't like what else is attached to that page. You know, when you click on an Instagram page and then it says also people who follow this also like da 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 da. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. People who follow this also like. So people who burn sage also does these things, and the majority of those things I I don't
You know,
rock with. Yeah. So let's go, man. Cause you know we gonna let G go to sleep.
Sorry.
That's like the fourth yawn. You know what I mean,
Wait, one more. One
Huh?
more. It says if Joe cancels student loan debt to the vaccinated and watch what happens. What do you think? You think
yeah.
that's gonna get a lot of people if he cancels?
Yeah, because I think it's a lot of people like me that's on the fence. It's just like, okay, we would, but you know what I mean?
But the student don't loan, the student debt
Yeah.
is gonna be the deciding factor.
I mean, for me, I don't have student
Smoking.
debt anymore, but when I did, that definitely would have been like, what? You gonna cancel the whole thing? Jab me up. Jab me up. You know what I'm saying?
I know they gonna get me with the green card.
Yeah.
So
He said I said he's in the dark rabbit hole. Yeah, but yeah, you know they're gonna get you either way. It's just like, you know, what's your really what America's doing with that right now is just saying like, what's your price? You know what I'm saying?
what's your price?
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
your price might be whatever.
Well, right now
these
they're dropping the ban for foreigners to come,
Mhm.
right, to the U.S. But
Right.
if you want to visit, you have to be vaccinated, right? So now anybody that comes to America gotta be vaccinated.
Yeah, I think social media has a lot to do with this.
And Sleepy G, Sleepy Joe, and Sleepy G.
Yeah, CPG. Yo, you don't know the half. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all get to see when I speak to her, how often I gotta see the yawn. Look, here it go.
Sorry, no.
It's almost like only when I talk. It's just only when I talk. The memes be up. There's no yawning.
Listen, you had a
Yeah.
nap today. Don't forget.
I didn't.
He says, "I do
did
not nap."
So yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that should
But
be.
yeah, all visitors have to be vaccinated if you're gonna visit. So that's that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in to
And do
another
things.
episode of Harley Romantic. We're working on our outro music. Cue music, babe. Not yet. We don't have it yet. See you guys next time. Bye.